Welcome to Face Islam, the program dealing with the problems, issues, and situations facing Muslims everywhere. And in today's program, I'll take another Arabic word, Mirath. Inheritance. It's not a common word. I don't hear that word a lot. Inheritance. When someone dies in Islam, it's crucial. Actually, it's a mandatory, fundamental part of Islam that when you enter Islam, you're supposed to, if you have any tangible assets whatsoever, you're supposed to do what? You need to have a will. And in your will, you attest to certain things. I attest that I am a Muslim. I attest that I want everything to be according to Islam, so and so and so. And then you sign it, you date it, witnesses. We've talked about witnesses in the past, the importance of it. And then what? And then you go on about your life. At the time of your death, this will then is presented and read. The first thing it's taken care of is take care of any obligations outstanding, etc. We've talked about that in some of our programs. And also then the distribution of the wealth according to what you said. What does Islam say about inheritance? Who gets what? When it comes to the descendants, now we're talking about the children, boys and girls, we find that the boys are entitled to half of what's appropriated for the children, half for the boys, but only 1/3 for the girls. Huh? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, let's make a blog about that. Let's put a forum up about that. Let's go on the news. Let's get some talking heads. Well, today we find how oppressive Islam is because, the women, they don't get anything. The men take everything and blah, blah, blah. Yeah? How many times have we heard that kind of routine where the experts have to come in from the big universities to discuss this topic and the oppression of women? Even some so-called Muslims coming in front of the television camera and spouting off all kinds of information about how those days were like this, but today we realize the modern way, the better way. Well, guess what? They don't have clue one about what Islam really says, or they would zip it on this subject. They'd have to go find something else. Maybe why do we wipe the top of our socks when we make wudu? I don't know. But on this topic, they don't know what they're talking about. Because we'll go to the Quran and see. Why is it a woman gets 1/3 and a man gets 1/2? The brother and the sister 1/3. Why? Go to the Quran. Open it. Hello, learn how to read. Open it up and there you will find it. Chapter 4. Verse 34, Allah says, Rajul, men, Rajul, males, not just men, males are responsible for the an-nisa'a because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made one have the power to be able to do what? Men, males, responsible for women because Allah gave him the strength to go and do what? To work, to provide, and to make life easy for the ladies, to give them shelter, clothing, medical attention, food, and the proper education they need to know what's true Islam. All of this, and along the way, some diamonds would be nice, a little bit of gold. Come on, guys, loosen up. Really, this is what Islam has taught us. That every male is responsible for every female, not just your mother, not just your daughter, not just your wife, not just your sister, but also your sisters in Islam. How come I'm seeing this, that when I go into some Muslim countries, a lady come up and she wants some help, and they're turning their back, oh, she's a professional. So, why is she a professional beggar? Because she can't get another kind of job that will pay her what it'll pay her to go in the street? Or because somebody owns her and is throwing her out there? I don't know. But that's not my responsibility at that stage. She's asked me to help her. I don't know. Maybe she just lost her family. I don't know. But why is it that I'm so tight with my few little Janae, my little bit of pounds that I'm carrying in my hand or dollars in my... Why? I will be rewarded by Allah, won't I? But I want to come back to that in another one of our episodes. What I want to focus on now is the distribution of this wealth. Because if the man is responsible to take care of even non-family members, she needs it. A non-Muslim lady, she needs it. It's my responsibility to live up to the verse of the Quran, males take care of females. Full stop. Point blank. Not a joke, man. So if I'm spending my money on my mom, my sisters, my wife, my daughters, my cousins, all of these ladies, then what? How much does she spend? Zero. Zero. A woman spends nothing out of her wealth, including any inheritance. It's all hers to keep. All 1/3, and the man's 1/2 is all spent. Hello? And that is face Islam.